In this video, I'm going to give you an inside look into Unit 5804 right here at the Seamist Resort. And if you stay tuned until the end, I'm going to show you the gross rental income numbers for oceanfront units right here at the Tides in the Seamist Resort. Let's get after it right now. A little bit on the Seamist Resort. Now, the Seamist Resort was built back in 1977. It's in or closer to the southern part of Myrtle Beach. This area of Myrtle Beach is not necessarily one of the nicer areas in Myrtle Beach. However, the Seamist Resort is a hidden gem. When I cover the financials on these properties, you are probably going to be extremely impressed. They're probably some of the best value on the beach. I mean, where can you go on the beach and get an oceanfront condo, a true oceanfront? You step out on the balcony, you've got sand and you've got ocean right in front of you for $110,000. Now, the Seamist Resort recently has had new ownership take over. They are excellent people and they are working to turn this beautiful hidden gem around. So you can fully expect some great changes right here at the Seamist Resort. Now, the average sold price of an oceanfront unit right here at Seamist was only $96,000 and some change. There is like a lazy river and also a pool, but there are not a lot of on-site amenities here. This could be an upside for an investor interested in using off-site property management. We are almost there, guys. 5804, coming right up on the right. The unit we're about to go into here right at the Seamist Resort is $109,000. It is an ocean view condo and it is 385 square feet. Let's get in here and check it out. All right, we're going inside, guys. So as soon as you walk in, you'll notice there is a full kitchen here. You have a refrigerator, small sink, stove. There's a microwave over to the left, cabinets. You have two queen-size beds. To my left is the bathroom. Pretty standard. There is tile in the entrance. We have like some LVP looking flooring. Let's see what the view is like. Now this is an ocean view, not an ocean front unit. But you can still see the ocean and you can see the city. Your balcony is a good size. Guys, just up the street is the Landmark Resort. Now these units, you know, the one bedrooms that are shotgun, actually oceanfront, are bringing in about $33,000 a year. You know, at most 35, some change on that. They're $165,000. You can buy a unit here at the Seamist for literally 110, you might be able to talk them down to 100. The average unit that's oceanfront sells at 96,000. We're talking, you know, $50,000, $60,000 difference, and it's bringing in $28,000 of gross rental income a year. Now that's from firsthand information from an owner that lives here at the Seamist. He lives here and he both owns a rental unit that he works himself, and he works it pretty hard. He brings in $28,000 a year of gross rental income, and he's anticipating bringing in $30,000 this next year. The point is, though, right up the street, 2 blocks away at Landmark Resort, you're spending, $65,000 more, but you're only making $7,000 more in gross rental income. So for investors that might have a cap on how much they can invest, let's say you only have $100,000, that's your limit. The Seamist Resort is your best value. It's going to give you near the same profits that you get for spending $165,000 at the Landmark Resort, just 2 blocks up the street. Earlier in the video, I did say that there were not a lot of amenities on site here. There are a lot of pools here. There is definitely a water slide, a lazy river. But as far as like restaurants go, there's not restaurants, there's not really a fitness center. There's not a lot of the other amenities that you would see at some of your other oceanfront resorts. All right, you waited for it. We're here at the end. I am excited to tell you all about those gross rental income numbers here in the Tides building for an oceanfront condo at the Seamist Resort. Now, again, I've told you I spoke with a gentleman who owns a unit and rents a unit here. He brings in $28,000. He brought in $28,000 last year in gross rental income, but he does work it pretty hard. Now, if you use Evolve, an off-site property management group that only charges 10% to manage your rental, you're looking at only spending $2,800 in property management expenses. Now, that brings you to a subtotal from that $28,000 to $25,200. Now, from that $25,200, the previous year's taxes on a unit here was $974.10. Excuse me, that was the 2020 taxes on it. Now, one quick caveat is when these units sell, if they sell for a higher price, most likely the assessor is going to charge you more money on taxes, so you can expect an increase on that in the coming years. We've estimated $1,000 for HO6 insurance. That's to cover your personal belongings there in the unit. Now, also keep in mind, in South Carolina, you are going to have to pay a property tax on items like your furnishings, your furniture and stuff in your oceanfront condo. So that is not included in this estimate. Now, your annualized HOA dues. The HOA fees here at the Seamist Resort are currently $530 per month. Multiply that by 12 to get your annualized HOA dues, and we're talking $6,360. So after taking out your expenses on this unit, when you have that subtotal of $25,200, you're minusing your expenses, you're left with $16,865.90. Now that's for a cash buyer. In my opinion, if you are strictly looking at the financials, you are strictly interested in the financial return that you're going to make on a unit, I feel like for the price point, the Seamist Resort is an excellent value. Now, obviously, it's not in the nicest part of town. Obviously, the building and the grounds do need work. However, the new owners are working on that currently. So you do stand, in my opinion, to most likely gain some nice appreciation. Again, as I mentioned earlier, just 2 blocks up the road, those 1-bedrooms are selling for as much as $165,000. So in my opinion, the Seamist Resort is one of the best investments on the market here in Myrtle Beach, especially if you're in the lower end of the price range wanting to invest. Now let's look at the financing route. If you finance a unit here at the Seamist, that's oceanfront, this is what you could look at projected to bring in. You have a down payment of $22,600. You are going to have to pay 20% down on the condo. This is looking at an efficiency unit here, bringing in $28,000 in gross rental income on average. Now, with a 10% off-site property manager like Evolve, you're going to make you're going to pay $2,800 for those property management expenses. That brings your subtotal down to $25,200. Now, your principal and interest for the year looks like $8,136. Combined with our 2020 estimate on taxes of $974.10, combined with our estimated insurance for HO6 at $1,000, and also combined with your annualized HOA dues of $6,360. When you minus your expenses, your total expenses from the subtotal of $25,200 after property management expenses, that's offsite property management, you're still left with a whopping $8,729.90 projected profitability on a unit here at the Seamist that is Oceanfront. Now guys, I got a call just yesterday from an investor out of state looking to make a purchase in our market. You know, she was nervous. Is this a scam? You know, she was trying to figure out what she should do. I am a licensed South Carolina real estate broker right here in the state of South Carolina. I'm on a team that's been in business for over 10 years. Our broker in charge has been in business here for over 47 years in this market doing business. We can definitely provide you with references or anything that you'd be interested in to make you feel secure about making a purchase here in the Myrtle Beach market. Guys, I can totally understand that, you know, being an out-of-state investor, you have all kinds of concern. You know, you've never been to our market perhaps, or you visited and you want to purchase an investment in Oceanfront Condo, an investment property. You got money sitting in your account and you want to put it in the right thing so you get a good return. Totally get it. Totally understand it. And we help buyers and investors just like you, even people that are relocating here all the time. So a simple two-way conversation will make this process so much easier, get your questions answered, and help remove a lot of the anxiety or intimidation on making a purchase in the Myrtle Beach market. Take, for instance, a recent friend of mine saw a YouTube video, got in contact with me. We just made an offer on an oceanfront condo right here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina just today. She came in town over the weekend. We checked out properties. We corresponded back and forth through email and text messages. She found what she wanted. We did our numbers and our due diligence. And now she's just made an offer on what hopefully is going to be her first investment property right here in our market. That story could be your story. So don't let procrastination, don't let putting it off, don't make an excuse. You know, don't let fear stop you from taking that leap and stepping into starting to build some financial wealth in your life. If you found the information on this video helpful or useful in any way, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and share these videos on your social media with friends and family. Click anywhere on the screen to find other helpful videos with great information on investing in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina real estate.